And we're on. We're on. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to July the 15th, 2024, day of volatility to start things off with. We're going to see just how the markets sort of stabilize and settle in as we get going here in about an hour. Nice to see you today, following a lot of developments, to say the least. Um, the Trump Media and Technology stock (DJT) is at 45.75 here, about 48% higher at the moment on 12.9 million volume. Just to remind some of you out there who may not know this, but I want you to be aware of this fact. There are 190 million shares in existence for DJT, but only 47.2 million are free trading. So with only 42 million free trading, 47 million free trading, 47 million free trading and 12 million traded, now 13 million traded, we've got more than a quarter of all the stock out there turning over in the pre-market, which cannot help but move this market. Now, more buyers this morning than sellers, and so obviously up we go. The sellers don't have the ammo to sell into this market. Most of the stock is still restricted, but those restrictions will come off in the next few months for a chunk of these. So more of this Trump media stock will be eligible for free trading going forward the next few months into next year, until practically all of it, will be free trading, or 90% of it. And then it'll be interesting to see how the shares actually do then. One thing to mention also, I don't follow this very, very closely, but I was, events this weekend had made me do it. I noticed that the last quarterly report showed 280 million in cash in their bank account on hand. You divide that by almost 200 million shares outstanding, and we're talking about $1.50 a share cash value for this company. There are no other assets listed on their balance sheet. They don't own any buildings. They don't own a factory. They don't own real estate. It's just a social media entity with predominantly cash as its asset. And the reality is that a quarter ago, their cash balance was 390 million, and it slipped down to 280 million and still slipping. So cash is being eaten up here. Income is less than $1 million for the last quarter. So there's no serious income from any source at the moment. It's a one-person stock only, a personality-driven stock. I mean, you all know who that is. So the stock's at 45.39 on 13 million shares, up 14.50 a share right now. The question of the day for some of you out there is, okay, what do I do with this? Should I do anything with this stock? Good, bad, indifferent. Should I just ignore it? Should I buy any of this stuff? Should I sell this stuff, like short it? Impossible to short. I wouldn't touch that. Or do I do an option trade on it? And since this channel is followed by and is dominated by option writers, I know some of you have been asking yourselves, and you're asking me from time to time, hey, Uncle Bruce, should I be involved in this company in any kind of an option strategy way? And I caution all of you here on this, because we're talking here about a company that, like I said, has one main asset. Other than cash on hand, it only has one other thing about it. And that thing is an individual, and that individual's popularity and mythical status among its ardent followers. That's it. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this company, because if the leader of this company, the guy that it's named for, becomes the president of the United States, he cannot be running this company while president. You can't be the driving force of a publicly traded corporation while you're the president of the United States. There are all these rules against that. So if he were to not be elected the president of the United States, he then is free to work all he wants with this entity and do whatever podcasts or daily shows or whatever he would like to do, and promote his message and his thoughts all he wants. So I don't know what to make of it. I don't know how this is going to work out. But at the moment, I think we have a major relief rally going on the stock, which is pushing it up 45 to 50% right now in value. But on a fundamental business end of things, I don't have an answer. I honestly don't. Funny to me, though, and maybe it's funny to you, or curious is maybe the right word. Isn't it curious to note that the shares do what they do, trade the way they do, as volatile as they are, and yet there's not a peep. There isn't a peep anywhere about congressional investigation on trading activity or volatility or speculation. Or, when GameStop went up and raised $4.2 billion, or raised their money up to $4.2 billion, there were all kinds of calls to investigate Roaring Kitty, to put him in jail, to charge him with insider trading violations, to sue the guy. GameStop shareholders benefited mightily from the raising of this cash to give GameStop $4.2 billion cash. Now, stock's at $26 practically. It was $10 a share before GameStop had its explosion. So from 10 to 26, 2.6 times your money, and the company's far richer than it ever was. There's all kinds of calls for investigations there. I mean, just vitriol. DJT stock is now $45 a share. Not a peep. I don't know. This is legitimate trading. It's all fine here. So there you go. I'm just a guy kind of going, interesting. Yes, it is. You damn right, it's interesting. We're up 960 on Tesla this morning. Elon Musk has endorsed Trump for president of the United States. Bill Ackman, I believe his name is, he's Pershing Square hedge fund. He's endorsing Trump for president, and there are others. Those who are endorsing Trump for president have the most to gain financially with a Trump White House, generally speaking. High tariffs on goods from overseas, a likelihood of an extended tax cut holiday, which started in the second year of the original Trump presidency and has still been going on. It expires at the end of this term. It should expire in the next within the year. Strong likelihood that it might be extended if the votes go Trump's way, and if Congress goes Republican, the Senate goes Republican, they may want to run it longer. So these high-end individuals, we're talking multi-billionaires, are very happy and would be delighted to see a return to the right when it comes to economic policies, protectionism, tariff, slap-on of tariffs on all kinds of competition goods coming into the United States. And there will be winners and losers for that. And you have to decide what side of the winner-loser aisle you're on or not. If you're a follower of my channel, and if you're watching me here, you're probably a fan of option writing. You're likely someone who is writing options now for income and or strongly considering doing this as an area to move up on and move forward with. And I welcome you all to the show. If you're an option writer, it's great to have you all here. We're going to have to see here in the next few days with the Republican National Convention taking place now in Milwaukee, just what's going on and how things sort of work themselves out. There's going to be, and you've probably already noticed, some of you have probably noticed this for a fact, that the amount of for lack of a better word, conspiracy theory type videos are beginning to show up now on various social media sites about what took place over the weekend and how it happened or what the fallout is and so on. There's going to be a lot of blame game stuff going on, despite some trying to call for calm and everything else. It's going to be, everything's going to reach a fevered pitch this week, unfortunately. And those of you who are option writers, the greatest news I can give you is it doesn't matter to you. It won't matter to you unless you let it get to you. And again, I cannot help you with your passions and your thoughts of what's happening in the world and what have you. I'm powerless, and I'm not interested in swaying your thoughts and beliefs. I'm a guy who's sitting in front of a computer trying to tell my audience, you can make a lot of money in this market all the time. And it doesn't matter, and I've said this millions of times, it doesn't matter who's in the White House. It doesn't matter who your senators are, who your Congress people are, your mayor, your police chief, your librarian, your school board administrators. Absolutely none of this matters whatsoever. It doesn't matter what books are read by anyone, anywhere about anything. And it doesn't matter what people believe in their spiritual lives and their morals and beliefs. All of it is irrelevant when it comes to making money in the stock market. All right, this is the one swimming pool that people jump into to take a dip. And it's a question of whether you're a backstroker or a breaststroker or a diver or just like to float in the pool. It's the pool. That's all it is. It's the area where money changes hands, stocks change hands, options change hands, and there are winners and losers in this business. And the winners, my friends, the biggest winners of this stock market business are those who are aware that it doesn't matter who is where, in what position, and what they think. It's all about, have you got the right trade going at this point in time, or don't you? And if you're an option writer, you have decided to join the top 5%ers out there in generating revenue to yourself. And if you're not an option writer, you're an option buyer. You're buying calls, you're buying puts, trying to make an educated guess on what stocks are going to do, then you're the gambler. You're in the majority. You have got thousands of places to go to get research to you that you like to get. You can believe in or follow any theory you want, any investment theory, scandal, conspiracy theory, whatever you want, whatever you think you need to know to be able to buy and sell stock options and make money in the market. You have got a plethora of choices to go to. If you're an option writer, there aren't many places you can go to get advice and to follow what option writers think and do. And that's because billionaires and millionaires who are making the dollars and have for decades, they don't host YouTube channels like I do. You're not going to find a very successful option writer spend 2 hours a day talking to you about how to write options. Why? Because they're busy writing options. They're busy doing what they're doing to build their portfolios higher. They don't need to bring along 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000 followers as option writers. These guys don't care about you guys. It's not personal. It's just business, and the business of option writers, incredibly successful option writers, is to talk to their financial advisors about today's option writing possibilities. And this is where I come in for you. I'm here to talk to you about the fact that there are some opportunities here for you to write options and really do well with it. But you're going to have to accept all the baggage and all the talk that's going on out there. And you're going to have to allow it to be, you can't stop it. So it's going to happen. Now, whether you cut it off and don't hear it, fair enough. But you need to be aware of what can move markets and why markets move. And it's emotion. Remember, there's fear and there's greed. All right. Fear and greed are the two ingredients that make the stock market what it is. It's the option market, the currency market, the metals, grains, futures, options, equities, bonds, currencies, fear and greed. That's all it is. And some people are very good at spreading fear and greed and get paid to do it. And they find that they're happier being the protagonist, the one that stirs the crap up, because they get the eyeballs for their message. And they love the eyeballs because they're trying to sell merchandise as well through their advertisers. Your job is to just cut through all the rhetoric and come down to the financial scenario at hand. And the bottom line is you're looking at a stock and you're going, is it going higher or is it going lower? That's my question. Where has it been in the last couple of weeks, couple months? Where is it now? And what is the stock telling us it wants to do? And you now can write options against that position and go with the stock. Just go with it. So on the Donald J. Trump media and technology stock, DJT, you've got to ask yourself, do you want to be involved in this stock in any way when it comes to options? Because if you do, you're going to need to be well out of the way of this stock. Otherwise, you're going to get run over like a steamroller. I mean, if you wrote call options on this stuff on Friday, $40 calls or $30 calls, the stock was $30.89 Friday night. You're 15 in the money right now. And there's good news and bad news in that person's household. The good news is their stock is up, or their deep in the money calls went up, if that's what they used to write short-term calls. The bad news is that the short-term calls are up as well. And so a rollover might be necessary today. If you're a spread player, if you're an option spread, credit spread player, if you wrote credit spreads on Donald Trump stock, sure, you're doing just fine this morning. But if you're thinking about becoming a credit spread writer on Donald J. Trump stock, DJT, you've got to ask yourself, should it be calls or puts? What should I do here? And I caution all of my viewers on DJT because it's a name stock because of a name. The individual may or may not be involved in the company's affairs for the next 5 years. By the time 4 or 5 years are up and the individual could theoretically get back into this company's activities, that individual will then be 85 years old. And so how active will that individual be at that point in time? We have already talked about that issue on the other ticket. The two of them are a year apart. What's going to happen? So my personal opinion on DJT, stay the hell out of there. Just stay the hell out of there. And if you really want to become a full-time option writer and you're managing your assets and you ultimately want to make money in this market, you're not looking to make money in this market as an option writer on one trade. You will not ever succeed to make $1 million on one trade as an option writer. As a writer, the philosophy in your head has to be consistent as hell. I'm looking for constant income coming into my account. That's what I want. I want to make money on shrinkage of premiums where I write them here and I buy them back here and I keep the change, and it's good change. For me to be more successful than last month, Next month, I will write more of them. I won't get more aggressive or change my style or chase wild pump and dump dreams. I'm just going to write more of the same conservative option positions that I've written already and not worry about reaching something for the moon, because that's not what option writers do. Everyone else out there, 95% of the rest of the world, chases all the rumors and speculations and the hot trade of the day. And unfortunately for them, they are playing a game of musical chairs where the music stops and there are chairs missing and people are left standing with nothing. And this is the oldest game in the book. It happens all the time. And even gamblers who play this game admit, they out and out come out and say, it's true, I actually could lose everything on my trading strategies because I'm chasing a pie in the sky dream and hope for something big. And you have to ask yourself, how long are you in this market for and why? Are you in this market for a quick flip? Or are you here to use the market as an instrument to generate revenue into your hands that you can use for bills and expenses now, and or the strategy is to build credibility, wealth, and value to not only live off the dough, but to add additional dough into the account to grow it so it can generate larger returns. And ultimately, the home run ball is where you are sitting on an account that was worth so much money here and you were surviving on it. And now the account has gone to this level here and you only have to be 3/4 as good as you were here to make just as much money. And if you grow the account to this level here, you only have to be half as good as you were here versus here to make just as much net money as you had before. In other words, the heat drops the more wealthy you get. The more assets you're handling, the heat drops, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when you go to the grocery store and buy a loaf of bread and it's $4 and you're broke, that is an expensive purchase to make. You're broke, $4 is everything. When you're doing okay, $4 is affordable. When you're doing really well, $4 is a joke. And the good news is, no matter how well you do in the market, the price of bread is the same to you and anyone else above or below you. It's the same actual dollar amount. And there's the secret to the capitalist system in the Western world. Buying a car, buying a house, buying groceries, going on a vacation, doing whatever you want with your dough gets cheaper for you the richer you get, because now it is a smaller and smaller piece of the amount of capital that you have available to spend. And there you have it. So if you can build an account from 100,000 to $1 million, you only need to be 1/10 as good when you're at $1 million than you were at 100,000, believe it or not. The good news is, on top of everything else, if you can make money in the market now with the small amount of money you have, whatever that relative amount is, you're going to be even better at it as you pile money on. Because if you become a full-time option writer, for example, you're going to have full-time hours available to be an option writer. There's the upside of it all. For those of you who are juggling right now option writing and a day job, those of you commuting to the office and working at a work environment, you've got the hardest job going right now. You have the hardest, the toughest odds to make money in the market, because you cannot devote 100% of your energy to your account. For those of you working from home and trading in the marketplace, doing option writing, you're halfway there. You have time to, and you can keep an eye on the markets on one screen and employment on the other. For those of you who have quit your day jobs and are only consulting now on occasion, if that, to any other employer out there, you're in the top position because you can dedicate all of your attention to the market as it requires it, and you can then devote other attention to other areas as well, but as a secondary thing. And then at the end of the day, obviously, if you don't work for anybody and only manage your own money, you don't even do any consulting for anyone, then you have all the time available to you to zero in on the market only. And you're going to have all this extra time to notice all little nuances and changes in the day of stocks movement and momentum, and you're going to be able to take advantage of these trades. And this is where full-timers make more money, generally speaking, than part-timers, because full-timers have full-time attention on their investments. It only makes sense if you're an apartment owner and you work at an oil rig 1,000 miles away from your apartment building, you got to hire a manager to run that building. You cannot be the manager of the apartment building if you don't live in the same town, in the same state or country of your asset. With stock markets, you can take your account with you wherever you go. And if you're a full-timer, the greatest news about it all is not only can you manage your money full-time wherever you are, you don't have to be at home all the time either to manage your assets. You could be on the road and you can head to Europe for 2 or 3 months or longer. You could travel the world for a year or two, RV anywhere you want to RV. All you need is an internet connection. And during market hours, you want to be hooked in, and the rest of the time is yours. More power to you. It's all about what you want. How involved you want to be in the market anyway. And now you decide. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here. We open in 33 minutes for the day. We'll see just what's going on here. The GameStop shares are $25.92 right now. Trump stock 46.40, up 15 bucks, 50% gain. Tesla holding a 977 gain at 250, 758 range. Google right now is down about 50 cents at the moment. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Great to have you all here. And it's nice to see you. I've gone strictly member content only this morning. I don't have the energy, the want, the desire to handle any kind of commentary outside of what we're really here for. We're here to make money in the options market. And that's kind of where I want to stay focused on right now. So thank you all. Puddin' Pie, thank you for keeping us focused. Wing Commander number 89. Luca, I'm number 74. Welcome to the show, and thanks for the thumbs ups, everybody. James Burnaby, cover calls way out of the money on DJT. Honestly, I don't know. If you own it, you're up on it. And if you write out of the money calls on it to bring in ridiculous amount of money, can I fault you for that? No, hell no, I can't. But for anyone to get into it, you want to get into DJT right now, you've got to do credit spreads, maybe call credit spreads, but you got to be out of the money. You got to be out there. And I don't know if the premiums are worth it. I really don't know. I really like the idea of working Tesla, working NVIDIA, working AI, working the indexes. A lot more stability there, a lot less ridiculous out of the moon volatility. But again, each of you are different, and this is the one consistent thing about this channel is I don't have two people that are exactly the same. You're all different out there. I have some of you who want a riverboat gamble like there's no tomorrow, and I fear that for some of you because I worry that you're going to satisfy a trading itch you have at the cost of long-term stability. I fear that. I'm not predicting it, but I fear it. I do see on the other side, though, a vast majority of my viewers who have absolutely changed their lives phenomenally to the good by becoming option writers, who have said to me, man, I never thought the market like the way I think about it now. I've never It never occurred to me to be an option writer and bring in this steady income from this business, because up until the last up until I met you, Bruce, and found your channel, took your classes, hung out with this great group of regulars. I became a Gold Bagel member. I joined the Discord group because I'm a Gold Bagel member. All the support, all the family. My whole life is different now in a totally different way. I go to a grocery store, I go to Costco, and go to the cash register, and I got to cough up $200 for that shopping cart full of crap that I just bought. I don't think about it as $200 anymore. I sit there and go, $200? Oh, I can do a credit spread and get $200. A credit spread that dies this Friday or next Friday. I know how to make $200. I know how to make $2,000 by next Friday. My world has completely changed because of you, Uncle Bruce. An 85-inch television for $999 is no longer an insurmountable thing. Number one, the TV prices have come down, but number two, $1,000 now compared to 5 years ago or 3 years ago, before learning how to write options, totally different number now. I don't view $1,000 as $1,001 bills. I view $1,000 as a cash secured put trade on SoFi when I was writing $6 cash secured puts, or on Rocket Lab when I wrote $4 or $5 cash secured puts, or on AI when I was writing $25 cash secured puts on AI and the stock went up to 30 and I just scored $3,500 on this stuff. My world I think of it in a different way completely now. That's my job, and that's where I want to zero in on with you. Spicy, I'm number 90. Alex, I'm number 94 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Let's see what's going on. Luca, Uncle Bruce, I ended up doing what that Rocco, a poor man cover call play. I bought 4 deep in the monies, but I'm waiting for a little pop before I start writing. John Harpster, good morning. Luke, Uncle Bruce, what are your thoughts on Boeing stock? I'm afraid of the Boeing stock in a way. I'm not a bull on it. The company has got endless issues. It isn't a one issue problem. It's multiple. It's going to require years of time to settle out. And they may well be able to solve their quality issues and production issues, but for them to calm the rhetoric down and to calm Congress and to calm the Senate and to calm the Defense Department and calm airlines and calm the space agency through this, years. And so the stock I'm not a fan of because there are just too many unknown dope slaps waiting. It's kind of like these guys are walking down the sidewalk and coming the other direction every once in a while is a guy that looks like Will Smith, and they don't know whether the next guy that looks like Will Smith is going to give them a dope slap or not. They don't know, but they anticipate there's going to be one. They just don't know when and whether there's going to be 4 in a row or none for 2 weeks. And they're just walking along, and every once in a while another guy walks the other direction, and they wonder, am I going to get hit? Am I going to get hit? I just don't have any faith in the stock. Now, am I a bear against the stock? No. That's the other thing about Boeing. I don't have a vibe to give you on Boeing. And so I can only say this about any of you out there. If you hold it, if you actually have it, maybe you worked at Boeing at one time, you own it somehow, somewhere, some way, then you're an option writer. Okay, you're an option writer. Now I would be an out-of-the-money, short-term writer, maybe 2 to 3 months only at a time. I would write, and I would write, and I would just try to extract money out of it. If you happen to have it. But if you don't own any, and you're thinking of getting it, and then to do option writing on, I wouldn't go there because I just think you can buy other quality stock and write on it instead and not suffer the potential 5 or 10 or 20% drop in a week that could happen to Boeing at any time. And it could be that Boeing goes up for 6 months, does really well, and then loses everything in one day out of nowhere, only to then try to ride up again. The company is not a takeover target. It's not going to get an incredible lifeline of great economic news. It can only be bad. Again, this is just, you're asking my opinion. You got it. There it is. All right. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Nazareth. It's crazy. But with being in this channel for 3 years now, I'm getting laid off 2 months ago. It didn't bother me at all. Because, Uncle Bruce, I know I can make money, so now I'm not worried about being employed anymore. This is crazy. Welcome to the party, pal. This is awesome. Alex, Bruce, I have $190, $200 put credit spreads on Tesla. I'm debating whether to fold my arms or whether to move up to, say, 205, 210s and lock in some profit. What would you do? Well, the stock has moved up today. And it's, we're going to open in 24 minutes, and it's at the moment up 972. And you had a pop on Friday. You were up on Friday, and now you got another pop going right now. So the good news here is if we do open up $10 a share this morning, you've gone from 238 or 230 or what was it, 240 something on Friday to 258 now. And that has to mean a gain on your position. Absolutely. So yeah, cashing in a 190, 200, if it's a good profit, thank you very much. To now move into a 205.10 or 200 to 210 range might be the way to go. But I wouldn't go beyond that. I wouldn't go into the 220 range. I think there's $30 downside on this stock very quickly, just to be on the safe side. So, check the option chain as we go on. If you find that we have a nice $8, $10, $12 pop in the first half hour, you've checked your quotes on your position and you're happy with the percentage return, take the dose, say thank you, sir, may I have another. Maybe you might re-establish a $190, $200, $195, 205 new credit spread, but further out by a week or two for an enhanced premium. You might play that game too. Luke says, thanks, Uncle B. Spicy, I have to get a hold of a tax pro today. Now I'm worried about making too much money. Thank you, Uncle B. James of the Misty Tree. Good morning, Bruce. Number 104 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you so much. Alex, I wrote when it was around 241, and here we are at 248. So giddy up, man. Spicy, nice problem to have. I need a tax advisor. Giddy up, kids. I'm excited for all of you guys. I am aware. I've been informed by a number of you here in the last little while how it's been going lately. Many of you here are not commenting very often these days because you're quite active with your trading, because you've kind of found a niche and you're zeroing in on it, and I'm stoked about that. But there are just things to keep an eye on and be wary of, just to be on the safe side. Now, Rocket Lab is down 3. SoFi is at 705, up 8. GameStop is sitting at $26 even. Down a nickel, nothing serious there. Matterport is down a penny. 23andMe is at 54.94. Call it 55 cents a share. 23andMe seems to be telling me in its own unique little way something is about to break out. We were in the 40-45 range last week, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday under 45 cents. Thursday we broke over 45 cents. Friday 45, 46 range, and now 55 cents a share pre-market on 482,000 shares traded. There is no official anything anywhere that I can find about this company. I have no info whatsoever, but I have the impression here that there are those out there who suspect we're about to have a development on 23andMe. And the only development that moves this market to where it's going, there's only two possibilities. Either they're being taken over by the CEO or somebody else, or a drug is coming together through testing and through phase trials that 23andMe has a royalty interest in, and it is beginning to become known by certain people in the trades, and they're buying up 23andMe stock because of the potential up move that could come if a drug is licensed under FDA rules. I have nothing as far as knowledge on this at all. I'm speculating. Any of you see anything, hear anything, please let us know. Spire Global is up 35 cents again today. It was up 66 on Friday. It's now $12.50 a share. We've got Smart Rent up about maybe a penny or 7 or 8 cents at 247 right now, about 8 cents higher. Apple is holding a 486 gain. Tesla up 984. Microsoft is only down 73 cents. Google is only down 57. Amazon is off 24. Nvidia is up $1.92 to 131.16. Meta Platforms, the old Facebook, down 22 cents after losing $13 Friday and what, 20, was it 22 on Thursday? It was a real hit. Goldman is up 192. Apparently they doubled their profits. The stock is not reacting because it's already reacted in the last few months to where we are now. Cisco up 7. Arc Innovations up 75. Pfizer's up 18. HBQ up 27. We've got Unity up 31 cents to 17.42. AI now up 32 cents to $30 on the nose. Adobe up 21. Netflix down 380. IBM shares up 40 cents. Vanik Semiconductors up 208. Home Depot was up 173. Enphase down 569. Palantir up 45 cents. Uber up 84. I'm not sure about Enphase overall, but in the electrical business, in the electrical generation business, and in a general commentary, what a nightmare for folks in Texas in the Houston region. I guess there were millions in the region of Houston, Texas, without power for days on end. And this is another reflection of the problem that Texas has got, that no politician seems to pay a price on politically. It's the issue of an absolute nightmare of regulation or lack of regulation of the electrical grid in the state of Texas, where certain areas of the state run into this domino effect of failure, of electrical failure, time and time again. Whether it's a winter storm that freezes power lines with rain and freezing temperatures, causing power lines to snap, or whether it's a hurricane situation like Hurricane, what's it called, Beryl, that went through there. There seems to be issue after issue and non-reliable delivery of power plaguing certain regions of Texas. And the governor doesn't pay a price. Senators, congresspeople, Texas politicians don't seem to pay a price for this thing. Let's put it this way, in certain countries, this would topple governments, national governments, this kind of non-delivery of basic electricity. In certain jurisdictions in the US and in Canada and elsewhere, it would certainly create a political upheaval of massive proportions, because credibility is just shot. If you can't deliver electricity to people in the year 2024, then what are you even doing as in government at all? I mean, really. I don't know. Texas is one of these anomalies where the so-called quest for, I don't know, so-called freedom requirements, the so-called ability to be non-regulated by government, seems to overpower basic human resources and needs. Maybe that's not the thinking of people in that area, but it's the net result, is that the basic delivery of functional electric distribution is just an issue. Amazing. This is laughable in Europe. I mean, utterly, this is a third world problem. I mean, we're dealing with we're not dealing with first world problems at all here in Texas. This is a third world nightmare, and it is probably due to the fact that there are so many private interests with their fingers in the pot for this socialistic game called delivering electricity. Everybody in the private sector wants their piece of the action. It's like America and healthcare. It's profit driven and therefore gives the worst possible result for most of the Americans. For a select few and for those employed and in private plans, it's great. Oh, it's fabulous. Because if you can afford to pay for it, like Jen and I have paid for it, oh, it's great. Oh, wow, it's fantastic. But if you are in the bottom half of the country, and in Texas, you're in a vulnerable community, which here's where I find it amazing. There are those very well-to-do in Texas, very well-to-do, who are investing in generators for their houses, which is a third world problem. You only invest in a generator to generate electricity for your house if you live in Kenya, if you live in Zambia, if you live in Zimbabwe, if you live in Chad, you live in Libya, you live in rattle off the countries. You live in Bangladesh, you live in Indonesia, you live in certain parts of the Philippines in a remote mountain area with a beautiful view. You live in Latin America, cut off from the main whatever. You've got generators generating your own electricity. Third world solutions is what you've got. And this is what's happening in Texas. Home Depot is making a fortune on selling home generators. It's unbelievable. In Texas. Isn't the Johnson Space Center located in Houston, Texas? Don't they manage satellites and rocket ships in space? I thought Texas was a first world country in every respect, but no, not electricity. You know what? At the end of the day, it comes down to this. If you're going to be in the private sector, if you're going to believe in the private sector for everything you are looking for to give you the lifestyle you want, you end up getting what you pay for. And so if you're happy with the low cost of your electric bill in exchange for unreliable electricity delivering, then you get what you pay for. There it is. I will admit there are countries and states and provinces in Canada, of course, where people pay more for electricity than maybe they do in Texas. But it doesn't go off, and it's always reliable. Winter, summer, hurricane, tornado, earthquake, freeze, blizzard, any reason, it doesn't go off. Not for 5 days in a row. I mean, come on. Something ain't right in the state of Texas. I love Texans. I love you guys. You guys are great. Man, can you guys eat? Oh boy, do you guys have good food down there. But this electric thing, this is insanity. And this is not like the first time that I've talked about it, which just blows my mind. I can't believe I have to talk about Texas not having electricity. I'm just, what? You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, there you go. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining in. Hope I'm not upsetting too many of you. Yeah, SMCI, it's crazy. SMCI, if I'm not mistaken, has just been included into the NASDAQ 100, if I'm not mistaken. Am I not? I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken on this. SMCI, let me double check here. Where am I here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Super Microcomputer, I believe, just got entered into the S&P 100. Sorry, the NASDAQ 100, because it's not a financial. And they've taken out Walgreens. They put this one in. So there's some activity there. Anyway, there, you want to stay behind on that SMCI. You got to be really careful. James says to Luca, I have low 700 put spreads and 1,050 and higher on call spreads. We got to be careful there. Luca, I have 3 iron condors, 790 820s, 1200 1230s for this Friday. They're paying me $450 on each one. I'm going to close them soon, though. James, Luca, yep, looking to get out sooner rather than later. Vilbus, Texas greatness is often a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's one of the reasons I was interested in leaving. Well, Texas is Texas. I don't understand it. It's an adversarial relationship with its government, as long as it's not Republican. I gotta say, I don't know. There are issues, obviously, everywhere, but apparently there are issues with real estate in the Austin area. Bad issues, not good issues, bad issues. Apparently foreclosures are surging in certain cities across the South in the U.S. as well, and rent evictions are surging in certain cities in the southern part of the USA as well. There's all kinds of issues here. I don't know what to make of all of it, but it's crazy. We're opening in 9 minutes, all of you. Is it perfect everywhere? No. Is it bad in certain areas? Yeah. Welcome to the world. Option writers, does it matter? Probably not. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Available. The issues with infrastructure and water will only get worse in Texas. Growth with no real planning is rampant. John Harpster, check out PWR, Quanta Services Power. I wish I had the time. I don't, but if anybody wants to, do let me know. I gotta say, it's phenomenal to me that basic services like electricity, which has been around since the 1890s, is not reliable in certain parts of the United States. What? The most powerful country in the world? You got to be kidding me! Crazy, just insanity. Okay. Welcome all to the program, and welcome all to the show. 8 minutes until we start trading. On the poll question today, I asked everyone out there, Trump Media DJT stock is underpriced or overpriced at $50 a share. Right now we're at 46.70. We're almost at 50. And 264 of you have responded. 25% of you think that the stock at $50 a share is underpriced. It should be higher. At 50, around 50, 75% say it's overpriced at 50. Interesting, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see how this plays out. Today, we've traded 16 million now in the pre-market for DJT stock. 40-something million can trade. 16 million have traded. That sounds like a third of the entire float has turned over in the pre-market alone. And we're at 46.70 a share. Right now, we're up 950 on Tesla at 257.70. Google still down 55 cents, not enjoying the ride at the moment. And we're opening here in about 7 minutes time to get the party started. Apple shares have been up 4 something all morning. We're at 480 a share. NVIDIA is ahead right now by $1.82 at 131.06. GameStop shares now $25.97, down just 8 cents. And SoFi Technology 708, up 11 on 847,000. At one point today, they reached 716 at one point. It will be interesting to see if during this week and next week, will SoFi shares inch through the $8 level? Does it reach 8.5 by the time financials do come out? And if they are any good, if they are better than expected, would they run to 9.5? And that's all there is to it, and then it backs off again? Or does the company come out and say, folks, we've exceeded our expectations, but we are also upgrading our expectations going forward. We are recalibrating our earnings projections higher into next year by 20-25% more than we thought. If that happened, would the shares of SoFi jump into the $11 to $13 neighborhood right there. Now, keep in mind, anytime the stock breaks 724, I think it's 724 a share or more, all of a sudden, the the call option that the company owns on its own stock is in the money. And many of you have forgotten or you're aware of it, but you're not sure of the results. But 727 a share, I think is the number, 727 a share or higher puts the company in the money with regard to an option they have on their own stock. And they're capped at 14.54 a share. That's as high as the stock can go. That's as high as the option trade can go. But at that point in time, at 14.54, the company is in a position to have made more money from their option buy than their requirement and obligation to deliver stock to investors who gave the company $850 million 4 months ago. And what will end up happening here is the company will call and exercise their stock option, basically swapping debt for paper, and they will in effect take a bunch of their institutional investors that own these convertible bonds and convert them into stock instead. And the corporation will take probably 180, I think the number was almost 200 million shares out of circulation, publicly traded free trading stock out of circulation into the hands of institutional investors. This is huge. This is absolutely massive. There's already a 180 million short position on the stock as we speak. This will just add another 180 to 200 million on top of it from there. So yeah, when the market begins its move and begins a march above 727, the watch is on. The look now is on, because institutional investors know full well what that means, that every time the stock goes up another penny, another penny, another penny higher, it puts the call option into the money further and further, thereby allowing the company to swap out paper, free trading paper, for a debt obligation. And that will raise the book value of SoFi for all shareholders of the company dramatically. So stick around. I'll try to keep you posted on that, on how it's going. But at the moment, I can tell you that no one, I'm pretty sure almost no one talks about this out there at all. My hunch is anyway. I thank you, by the way, for those of you who have been throwing thumbs ups our way this morning. Appreciate it. We're now at 125 thumbs up so far for the program. And we're 2 minutes away from trading. So thank you. 331 of you are here, 125 thumbs ups. That means at least 220 of you might be able to find the thumbs up button if you could, and give us a little momentum shot here. That'll bring more viewers to the channel, because YouTube will promote the channel harder if you guys hit the thumbs up button earlier. Thank you again. Those of you watching on the rerun, you're awesome. Thank you as always for hitting the thumbs up button for us. You're always adding to this momentum, the show's momentum, even overnight. I thank you. All righty, welcome all to the party. 1 minute away. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woohoo! This is going to be something. Does this quarter reflect the cap call transaction with SoFi? That's the question. Paying off that loan. Luca, all right, guys, I got to go watch the rerun later. Take care, Luca. John, PWR runs around 10 different companies in their field, also into the Philippines. Lorraine, number 132, Bruce. I'm there for you. I'm hitting that button. Thank you so much. We're about to start trading on the open market, which means Larry Titus is about to hit the bells and make it official around here. Let's see what this market has got in store for us, and we'll kind of take it from there. Just about ready to hit it up and get this thing rolling. What are these markets going to do today? Oh my God. What a week we have coming up. Unbelievable week coming up. Just going to be nuts. Here we go. Boom, it's official. Thanks, Lair. You're the best, buddy. Thank you for nailing that thumbs up button for us. $25.90 on GameStop, $25.85. We'll see how this wants to play out. DJT Trump Media Stock 45.25, 45.60. It's up about 46%, up $14 a share at the moment. Tesla trading at 250, 470, up about 650 a share. Google is up 30 cents a share. Over on GameStop, we're now at 26.10. We're up a nickel, 26.13. We couldn't do this in the pre-market. It couldn't get over 26.05 in the pre-market. It's now 26.11, 26.13. High of the day, 26.15. A million have gone through on GameStop so far. Over on SoFi, looks like 706. We'll double check that in a moment. Let's just refresh everything here on my phone and see if we can get a refreshed update. Here we go. There we go. 705 on SoFi right now. The Dow appears to be higher. We got AI up 32 cents, 26.11 on GameStop, and lots going on. There we go, says Depeche. We're up and running, baby. Here we go. Okay, market data right now. The Dow is up 271. Nasdaq is up 25. S&P is up 25. The Nasdaq's up 89, and oil down 4 cents a share at the moment. Okay, everybody, welcome to the party, all. Great to have you around here. 44.46 on Trump Media and Technology Group, up 13.54 a share, up 43.8% at the moment. Okay, volume on the Trump stock, it appears to be 20 million. I'm not sure if that includes pre-market or not. Too early to know. Tesla 250, 370, up 550. It's backing off a bit. GameStop is holding around $25.98 to $26 a share at the moment. Okay, SoFi 709 now is up 12 cents. NVIDIA up 146. Rocket Lab down 9. Matterport up a penny. Smart Rent up 13. ME is 51.3 on 766,000 shares at the moment. Still no news on ME. This is the highest level for the stock in 2.5 months. The last time we were higher than where we are now, May the 28th, when we were at 61 cents. So this is definitely the highest level, certainly in the last month or two, going back to May, just to give you an idea on ME. Okay, something's cooking there. We're up 650 on Apple, up 625 on Tesla now. Google holding an 88-cent gain. Microsoft is up 50 cents. Netflix up 155. So we definitely have an up move showing pretty well across the board at the moment. Welcome to the party, pal. It's great to have you around with us today. Thank you. Let's double check over here and refresh this list. Here we go. We got Rocket Lab at 543 at the moment. We've got SoFi at 703, GameStop 25.89, Matterport 446.5, 23andMe just at around 50.5 cents. Spire 12.15, ATIP 5.75, SmartRent 2.40, Apple is 2.36.36, Tesla 2.54.58, Microsoft 4.54.46, Google 187.88, Amazon 194.42, NVIDIA 131.34 up 209, Meta 498.56, Goldman 486.33 up 644 now. This is the high of the year for the past 24 months. 12 months. Cisco 47.13 down a quarter. Arc Innovations 47.15. Pfizer 29.14. HPQ 36.57. Unity 16.82. AI 29.84. Adobe is 563.70. Netflix 651.64. IBM 183.41. Vanix 276.81, Home Depot 356.79, Enphase 112.09 down 7.25, Palantir 28.13, and Uber 71.61. Right there is the story, and I'm sticking to it right at the moment. Everybody, welcome to the party. Great to have you with us this morning from wherever you are on the planet. Great to have you here. Should be one heck of a week. We're up 840 now on Tesla. We're up 1070 on Trump stock, 4180, high of 4627. Little pullback there. Google 187.60 up 80 cents. GameStop 25.81. The low of the day 25.74. We're off 21 cents at the moment on 1.38 million volume. There's the story right now on this stock. Thank you for the thumbs ups, and thank you for popping in to join us, and also those of you answering the poll question. 298 votes now have come in. Trump Media DJT is underpriced or overpriced at $50 a share. At $50 a share, 24% of you are saying it's underpriced. 76% are saying overpriced, Bruce. At 50 a share, too expensive. Right now, it's at 42.50, up 11.80. The low of the day, 41.44. We're now at 42.70 a share on Trump stock. 155 is the number of thumbs ups we have going right now. 155. Thank you all for helping out and coming through for us. Much appreciated. Welcome to the program, everybody. Glad that you're with us. Hope you're having fun and making some dough today. The Dow's up 230, AI up 21 cents. GameStop 25.75 on 1.48 million, down the low down at 25.66. We're at 25.74. SoFi 704 up 7. NVIDIA up 114 to 130.38. Rocket Lab down 16 cents now. Matterport up a penny. There's your early morning first 5-6 minutes scenario here. And congratulations to those of you out there who have been and also welcome aboard. For those of you out there who have been taking advantage of this deal right here, buy 5 classes for the price of 4. A number of you have stepped in here. Let me know that you're getting these. So I'm going to grab this deal for sure. This deal is on until the end of the month. It's the 15th of July now. At the end of the month, this deal is over. So if you want to get some lessons in on how to write stock options, and perhaps find yourself self-employed or retired a lot sooner than you ever thought possible because you can make money writing options. Here are 5 classes for the price of 4. You want to get 10 for the price of 8, 15 for the price of 12? Can do that. $5.99.99 US funds per 5. Just send a donation over to, make a payment over to PayPal. And send me an email. It's right here. There's my email address, and let me know. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I just sent you $5.99.99 US funds to your PayPal account. I would like these 5 classes. These are the numbers I would like, and then you tell me the 5 you want, or the 10 you want, or the 15 you want. You let me know, and we'll get you set up. Okay? Absolutely. Here's the announcement there. Please send Uncle Bruce an email with your 4 option class clicks. Actually, your 5. I shouldn't say 4. It's 5. 5 for the price of 4. Thank you all for joining us today. Appreciate you. I'll get my act together. It takes a while, though. You know, it's Monday morning. You gotta help me out. Don't forget, in the option business, leave them nothing. All right, there you go. Here's the PayPal payment scenario here. Go to paypal.com, look up my name, and you'll find my name, and then right behind there, Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. It's my original channel that I created. That's where the original PayPal account is. Make a payment there for $5.99.99. Send me an email with your picks, and I'll get you your lessons right after the show. Thank you all. What's up, Bruce from White Zala? Nice to see you. How's things looking out there in Canada? We're watching what's happening in America. We are just always blown away by what's happening in the USA. We just can't believe it. Should be one hell of a week this week. Congratulations to those of you making money in this market, because it's being handed over. $40.90 now on Trump Media stock, up $9.80 to $10 at the moment. The low of the day, $40.06 is the low of the day. The high, $46.27. 26 million have officially gone through the system. I'm kind of wondering if that includes pre-market. I'm not 100% sure on that. GameStop now $25.82 after bottoming out at $25.65. So we've come back about 15 to 17 cents on GameStop. 1.9 million traded. Tesla 261.20, up $13. Tesla having a run here, up $13. So those of you sitting on credit spreads on Tesla with the 190, the 200 level, you are smiling ear to ear right now. You may be in a position here to take a look at closing out credit spreads with very little value, scoring a lovely return, and you might want to take a look at this Friday's expiry for 2 to 210s. Somewhere in that neighborhood might be your your comfort zone. Check it out, see. If not this week, maybe for next week. Whitezilla says, it looks like GameStop's stuck in the 24-26 area at the moment. 23, 26. Yeah, I think we touched 27 on Friday. 25.90, by the way, we're just popping up again. We got down to 25.65. We're now 25.94. Buyers are taking out all the offers here. It looks like a $26 neighborhood is where we're headed right now on GameStop shares. There you have it. Whitezilla, there you go. We're now pushing 26 right now as we speak. Interesting to watch that coming up. 704 on SoFi, last trade. SoFi's volume today is 3.9 million so far. So I see going through there. We're kind of average, nothing too light, nothing too heavy. 25.95 on GameStop shares, offered at 97. There's 13 for sale, 50 for sale at 96. There's 100 available at 98, 163 available at 190 at 25.99. There's nothing here. Very little offerings on GameStop. There's 450 at 26.01, and there's 100 at 26.10. We'll see how this goes. 1.99 million, almost 2 million traded on GameStop. It looks like most of the orders are being done at market orders between bid and asks, which is now 93.94 at the moment. Buying all the way behind it. They're selling all the way up. I see selling up to 26.16, but not a lot of stock there. So that's what I'm showing right now on GameStop. AI is now trading at $30 a share, up 31 cents again. The Dow's up 209 right now. GameStop 25.96. SoFi up to 708 now, up 11 cents on the session. The high of the day on SoFi is 712, and 4.2 million now have gone through. So 12 minutes, 4.1 million, 4.2 million on SoFi in 12 minutes. So it's okay. GameStop volume is showing 2 million in 12 minutes at the moment. NVIDIA, 130 a share, up 76 cents. Rocket Lab, 550 a share, down 14. Matterport, half a penny lower. SmartRent, half a penny lower. ME holding a 2.6 cent gain at around 51 cents a share. Apple's up 450, Tesla up a nice 11.40 a share, Google up 150, Microsoft up 240, Netflix up 560, Meta, the Facebook, down 13, Amazon up 43, the Spiders, SPYs are up 258, the Triple Qs are ahead by 263. Super Micro, 941.50, up 31.50 a share. Uber down, say, 59 cents, looks like, down 59 on Uber. Adobe is up 580 to 564.92, and it's had a very wild couple of weeks. The shares got up to this 572 range on July the 11th, 4 days ago. So it's 572, and then on the 12th, it went down to 553. Now it's 564. So, I mean, this thing is really going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Got up to, looks like 579 on July 5. So from 579 to 550 to 564. Quite a bit of volatility on Adobe right now. Very interesting on that one. AMD, Advanced Micro, down 3 cents. Unity down 51. Enphase down 778. At this time. Moderna down 254, Cisco down 47, Pfizer up 8, IBM up 54 to 183.36. HPQ down 17 cents. Home Depot is down 270. The SMH Vanik Semiconductors up 41. Goldman is up now $9. Boeing down 46 cents. Target Corp down 137. JP Morgan down 340. Costco is up $8 to 851. Walmart up 62 cents. Disney down 4. American Airlines down 8. AMC down 2. DraftKings up 38 cents. And Royal Caribbean down $1.12. Sitting at 165.28. Wow. Unreal. Trump Media up 840 at 39.32. We backed off. It got up to 50 something in the pre-market. Now back to 39.01. 38.50 right now. 38.50 on Trump stock. 38.30 right now. 38.20. Very volatile. This is the low of the day. 38.22 right here. And still coming in. 38.12. 38.10 now, down to 8. 38.08 is the low. 38.06, another low. So sell waves are coming through on Trump stock as we're here. Any thoughts on GameStop and Best Buy doing a deal? I've seen nothing, heard nothing, know nothing. No idea. One company is 12 billion or something, and the other one's 8. 9, I have no idea if there's anything going on. Or maybe Best Buy is even more than that. It could be that BBBY is 15 billion. I don't know. I got nothing, my friend. I got nothing at the moment as I'm sitting here. Whitezilla, after everything that happened with Adam Aaron, I don't know how anyone has any confidence in AMC as a stock. Well, you know. That's another story. I'm not going there. We're up 190 on the Dow, up 27 on AI. GameStop, 26.40. It's up 35 cents. GameStop moving up. It's up now on 2.57 million, trying to get to 26.40 and beyond. The high is 26.43. So we have a green move now on GameStop. SoFi 7.14, up 17. That's a high of the day range. I think so. Yeah, 7.15 is the high of the day. Certainly the highest level for the last month on SoFi. If we break through 707, 708, we've done that. We're higher than June's highs. And May 728 to 747 for May. Anything over 747 will bring us to the highest levels since April 25, 787 on SoFi for April. So go SoFi, go. We were $6.15 a share a week ago, something like that. So we've gone up $1 in a week. No one is saying anything anywhere about it. Yeah, back in February the 26th, 9:15 was where we were at that time. So got a ways to go yet, but it is up 18 cents right now. $7.15 a share on your SoFi. 26.47 on GameStop, up 42 cents. Those $25 cash secured puts are out of the money. Now the 26s are out of the money. The 26 calls are in the money. 4 cents from now, we're at 26.50, and all those contracts are either in or out of the money. Getting interesting. 2.8 million traded on GameStop now. 2.8 million shares. At the moment, 26.48. There's stock at 54, 55, 56. Not much below 26.50 available at all. Buyers cannot seem to get filled without running it up. I now see 10,000 for sale at 26.50. I finally see an offer. 10,000 at 26.50. We're trading at 46 right now, and it'll be interesting to see if someone takes a shot at that 10,000 share offering. Or will it scare people away? I don't know. 26.45 right now is where we're trading right now. 44.45. It's gone. 26.54, 55. The 10,000 are gone at 26.50. They're gone. We're now offered at 55 a share. It's all gone. There's nothing there. Buying is coming in to scoop up GameStop. 2.9 million has gone through now. The high of the day, 26.55 is the high of the day. 7.16 on your SoFi, people, up 19 cents, putting those $7 put contracts out of the money everywhere. Every $7 cash secured put written on GameStop is out of the money. All the 6s and 5s are all out of the money. Now we're moving up to $7.50, $8 on SoFi. $7 call options are in the money. Getting interesting. 26.55 now. New high, 55.56 on GameStop. 26.56 new high on GameStop. It's offered 50 for 57. There's 39 at 58. You want any? That's where it is. There's nothing there. There's nothing offered, kids. It can go to 26.80, and there'd be a couple thousand shares if you're lucky. There you go. 56 last trade. High today now, 26.60. So the high has been moved higher again. SoFi 718 up 21 cents. It's a relentless march higher on your SoFi. 718. The high of the day, 721 on SoFi. It's up 21 right now on 7.5 million. There's buying coming in, and they're taking out offers. No one's asking questions. They're just buying the stock. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I just wrote some GameStop spreads right now. I now have, I wrote 21s and I bought 18s on these puts. For the expiry September 20, I got $105 for this right. $300 risk with 105 credit right off the get. So the risk is 195. One could have gotten 150 for the same spread this morning. Might consider the spread as a stink offer at that high price. Yeah, if you can score any more at the 150 level, I'd be taking that. Nazareth 10,000 sell wall at 26.50. It's gone. 26.64 on GameStop. We're gone. Yeah, Nazareth, it's gone. Dude, 67 days out. It'll start shrinking in a week and dramatically in the next 30 days. Giddy up, kids. Here we go. 26.62 now on GameStop. SoFi at the moment is trading at 7.16, up 19 cents. $30 again on AI, so it's gone up yet again. Rocket Lab 556 down a dime, and NVIDIA down 83 cents at 128.41 at the moment. Welcome all to the program. Well done on trades. Taking the dough. Dow Jones, the Donald Trump stock, DJT, is trying to come back to 40. It got down to 38.06. It's now 39.95. Now showing $40. Trying to hold it. It hits 40, backs off to 39.85, 39.90, hits 40 again. 40 again. They're hitting 40 again to try to take it out. 39.85, 39.80, 94, 98, 92, volume of 33 million. Tesla 261 up $13. Google up 188. 26.50, 26.48 on GameStop. We've dropped about 20 cents from the high of 26.69 on GameStop. 3.3 million volume. Over on SoFi 7.16 up 19 cents right now. Dude, people take the lessons. Join the Discord. Listen to Uncle Bruce. It's that simple. Anyone can do this if you're going to put your mind to it. I'm blessed to have found this channel. Extremely lucky that I found these instructions. Thank you. Right on, dude. Well done, and thank you for the kind words. 22 months a member of this channel. Dude is a Gold Bagel member. Don't forget, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, we're live for Primetime Live. Looks like GameStop's going for another high. Just went through the 26.60 range. It's trying to take another run up again on GameStop. There's 2 thou at 65. There's 5 thou at 29.75. We'll see if that gets taken out on another run higher. Dude, thank you for letting the world know how long you've been a member. All of you who do this, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for joining this channel. Those of you who are upgrading your membership from regular member to Gold Bagel member, Wednesday night you get your show at 7 o'clock Eastern. Every morning at 8 o'clock we have a special Gold Bagel member Trade Alert show 5 days a week when the markets are open 5 days a week. So thank you all. Trump stock 40.20 got through 40 again at the moment. The high of the day on Trump stock though 46.27. It's got a ways to go to get back to that. Pre-market it was $51, $52. So it's about $12 behind the high of the morning. That was in the pre-market. But it's had a hell of a run so far today. 40.50 on Trump stock at this moment in time. 188.77 on Google. up $2 a share, holding that gain right now. We're up 150 points on the Dow Jones. We're at 30.35 on AI. 30.35 on AI, up 67 cents. 26.55 to 60 on GameStop. SoFi 7.15, up 18 cents. NVIDIA down 24 at 129. Rocket Lab down 4 cents at 5.61. Welcome to the show this morning, all. From wherever you are on the planet, welcome all to a pretty active week. The Republican convention starts today, lasts until Thursday night, I think. We'll find out who the VP nominee is going to be sometime this week. We'll find out. It won't be Mike Pence. I'll tell you that. It's not going to be Michael Pence. He's been there. He's done that. And there you go. At 40.60, 40.70 now on Donald Trump's media. Trump media, 40.70, 40.80 after hitting a low of 38.06 about 10 minutes ago. A little bounce back so far on the Trump media stock. We've got GameStop at 36.40 after topping out at 26.69. We're at 26.40. And Tesla 262.20, up $14 on the Tesla stock. Amazing stuff. Thank you all for joining in and being part of this channel and the family. Great to have you here. Hoping all of you out there make nothing but a ton of money getting into option writing. This is good stuff. Great. Welcome all to the program, to joining the rest of us here. Nice to have you with us. Let's continue on here. Here we go. Up 149 on the Dow Jones. We're at 40,150 on the Dow. 40,150 on the Dow. The high today was 40,285, which is an all-time record high for the Dow Jones. 40,285 was the new high set during the morning already today in the first 27 minutes of the session. AI 30.30, GameStop 26.36, SoFi 7.15, NVIDIA down 85, Rocket Lab down 4. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Good morning from Brian. 169 thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Great to have you all here. We've got on the Magnificent 7, Apple's up 4.17. Tesla's up $12.95. Google is up $1.70. Microsoft is up 51 cents. I got Meta down 33. Amazon down up 18. Just another stock we watch closely. Netflix up 11.60. The Qs are up 204. The Spiders are up 182. Supermicro 902.70, up 7.20 a share. Uber down 76 cents. Adobe up 7.24. AMD down 1.22. Unity down 3. Enphase down 6.85 right now. All right, kids, welcome to the party, all. Glad to have you among us today. I hope you're all getting richer this morning, writing your options, taking credit spreads, cash secured puts, covered poor man covered calls, all the strategies. Brian, $25 cash secured puts on GameStop expiring this Friday. Hold or buy back right now for over 50% on my money. I like having these problems, Bruce. These are decisions I like to be in the middle of. 26.37, $1.37 out of the money. They die on Friday. They're obviously losing ground, and if the shares sit around here or even grow to 27, these puts will go lower. No question about that. The Trump media stock is now 41.80. It's recovered $3.75 from its low this morning, about 15 minutes ago. Tesla is up $13, 261.20 right now. Okay. Welcome everybody to the party. Great to have you in here. SoFi $7 cash secured puts are out of the money. 7.18 on the stock now, up 21 cents. The high of the day on SoFi 7.21 on 9.6 million volumes SoFi so far today. 7.19 going up again. 26.41 on GameStop. Offered at 42, 43. Not a lot as usual. 3.94 million right now on GameStop. Not a lot of activity over there. Alrighty, thank you folks again for popping in and answering my poll question today. Hitting the thumbs up button, I appreciate that too. We have 173 thumbs, so we're pushing 200 here. 27 away from 200 thumbs. Thank you. We've got 335 votes on the poll question. Trump media stock underpriced or overpriced at 50 a share. 24% say under. 76 are saying overpriced, even at 50 a share. It's at 41.50 right now, 41.55 as we speak on the Trump media stock. Okay, kids? Thank you for the thumbs ups and your support. Great to have you with us. Giddy on up, folks. Rocket Lab is off 3 cents. It's recovered back to 5.62. SoFi up 22 now. GameStop up 44. Matterport up 15 cents at 447 now, climbing. Definitely climbing. 447 up 14. 23andMe still up, but only at 49.3. Spire Global up 43 cents to 12.57. ATIP down a penny. Smart Rent up 3.5. At Apple, we're up 4.27. Tesla up 12.91. Microsoft up 75. Alphabet up $2. Amazon up 48 cents. Nvidia down 24. Meta up 149. So on the Magnificent Seven, 6 are up. 1 is down. Nvidia is the loser, but it's only down 16 cents. It's coming on right now. Nvidia looks like it wants to come back to break even. Goldman is negative now. It's 479.58, down 30 cents. Cisco down 35. Arc Innovations up 102. Pfizer up 9. HPQ down 4. Unity up a penny. AI up 58. Adobe 578 to the upside. Spiders are up 212, 13. Netflix 1380 higher. Triple Q's 250 higher. IBM up a dime. Vanik up 67. Home Depot down 358. Enphase down 695. Palantir up 63. And Uber down 45 cents. Giddy up, everybody. Giddy on up. Gonna be one hell of a week here. Thank you for joining in today. Great to see you around this morning. Interest rate talk, quiet. No one's talking about interest rates. The worry in the bond market, however, had been lately the idea that if Trump were to be elected and does implement new tariffs on U.S. Imported goods, this could slow the economy in the U.S. dramatically and could add to the inflation rate, which could make interest rates, could force them higher. And this is not what the Fed wants to see or want to have to do, but it could happen that way. The U.S. Treasury right now is paying 4.23%, and that is up from 4.15 this morning. It's not up by much, but it's slightly higher. The American dollar is losing ground against the euro. It's losing ground against the yen. It is losing ground against the British pound. The British pound is pushing 130 now. It was down in the 129 range, even 127 a week or two ago. The euro 109.1. It was at 107 not too long ago. So we're losing ground there, or seeing ground getting lost. And on the yen, the U.S. dollar got up to 161, maybe a bit more than that. It's now 157. It's losing ground at 157.9 at the moment. The VIX is up 45 cents at 12.91, so that's negative. Oil down 55 cents a barrel, 81.66 at the moment on oil. S&P 500 is up 27.5. NASDAQ is holding a 127-point gain, half a point, 2/3 of a point. The Dow's up 0.4 of a point, up 161. This is not a massive buy everything rally at all. This is the kind of rally that could lose a lot of steam as the day goes on. The way this is playing out to me right now, it looks like this market might be running out of gas in the not too distant future. If this continues the way it is, we'll see a 75-cent gain on AI. We got winners. 26.49 on GameStop, 7.20 on SoFi. These guys are all doing fine. But Nvidia down a penny, not going anywhere. Rocket Lab down 4, not going anywhere. We'll see how the rest of this market fares as the morning wears on and the initial euphoria kind of comes and goes. ME only up a penny now. Apple up 4.30, holding. Tesla holding 12.40, but it was up 14. Google up 2x. Welcome to the show as we get ready for another week. Brian, Uncle Bruce, if I buy these SPACs, should I write more cash secured puts at the money, so around 26 or 27? What do you think? Well, if you do that, sure, you're telling the stock, hey, thank you for the little run here. I'm not sure whether you want to do that right away. I'm not 100% sure here. 26.39 on the stock. You can buy this one back and score your profit, say thank you. If the shares back off, you might want to write 25s again into September, October, and write them again. If they go up in price, if the stock backs off, boom, you can do that. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I took a chance to put on a put on your friend. The judge dismissed the charges on documents indictment. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. At the moment, Tesla 260 and Trump Media 41.27 at the moment. 26.52 on GameStop, up 46 cents, and Google holding a 190 high of the day, gain on the day so far. Okay. Don't know what to make of all of this. 167 gain on the Dow, 67-cent gain on AI. GameStop 26.50 up 45. SoFi 724 on SoFi up 27. This is a high of the day. 724, the high of the day. 11.6 million in 37 minutes. SoFi looks very good today. Actually, it is climbing. This climb has been happening now for a week. We're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks tomorrow, we get earnings on SoFi. First thing in the morning, 2 weeks tomorrow. Shares are moving now. They're beginning to move now. It's 723, 724 on 11.6 million traded on SoFi shares. So there's improvement there for sure. Okay. Lorraine, classified documents indictment. Watch out for the other cases. Put and buy. The Wall Street billionaires and stock market are acting like Trump won this weekend. Still 3.5 months till election. A lot could change. Exactly. Too early. We don't know who the VP pick is. How wacky is this going to be? How controversial is this going to be? What gaffes are going to be done? I do not know. Yeah, there's just so much on the table coming up. Oh my God. Whew. Oh my God, so much. I don't know. Vilbus, must be nice to have an unqualified judge you put in place to be totally in the bag for you. Well, get ready for more. If he wins, oh my God, there's just going to be people pulling their hair out everywhere. Yeah, pretty wild. I don't know. The Dow's up 190. It looks like it's climbing. 33, up 65 on AI. GameStop 26.40 though. Can't get back to 26.69 yet. Can it? Will it? I don't know. We'll watch. And we'll see. SoFi 724 on your SoFi. This is the high of the day. 724. Yeah, 726 is the high trade. Remember, the magic number 727 on SoFi. 727. That is where the put contract, the call option that SoFi has on its own company stock starts to get into the money. 727. We're trading at that price right now. So right now, SoFi is trading at book value on its own call option. Just to kind of remind you Oh yeah, if this thing goes beyond 727, this company is a lot richer every penny it goes up on its own self. It's going to be interesting. Cap call transactions here. We'll follow that. Analysts are poo-pooing this stock all last week. Won't even wait for the earnings in 2 weeks. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. Good to be back.
You're back, Jen.
I survived the family yet again.
She survived the fam. Oh my gosh.
Yes, there weren't as many this year.
Not as many family members. Richard Collins saying good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Oh my.
It was a little more subdued, a little quieter.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. It's ridiculous fun. And did I mention the homemade cinnamon buns?
Did she mention the homemade cinnamon buns?
So good.
Wow.
So good. They're so good.
They're so darn tasty.
They're just so
Delish.
Yeah. And what was the best part about them? I got the last one.
Brian is saying, I got a stink buyback here to buy my put contract, cash secured put for 51 cents. I sold last Thursday for 127. 60% in 3 days. Why not? I'll put in a bid. Let's see if I get it. I guess if you're going to give me this kind of return, Lorraine. Vilma, you know that was coming, says Lorraine. B. Tizzle, Uncle Bruce, you are just the best. Thank you, B. Tizzle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jen?
Markets are green?
Yes. It's a relief rally at the moment. 189 point gain at the moment. Yes. GameStop has been up. And SoFi is up to 724, up 27 cents. Thank you very much.
I saw that.
Yeah, love that.
Lots of green on the screen. Like green on the screen.
Lots of green on the screeno. James of the Misty Tree says, sorry, the cinnamon buns are gone. I was going to see if you could fax one over to me. Brian, Lorraine, I think I only understand about 10% of what you say. Dude, with the documents case specifically, the FBI bricked it there. The evidence was tampered with on the back end. He does have a few charged, though there's not there. So there's that. A few charges left. Splayer, most think Trump's stock is overpriced. Honestly, I did nothing. Opened Yahoo, and instead of GameStop as a starting page, it opened Trump stock. I maybe searched only once after it. B. Tizzle, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning.
Dude, a few changes rather. Vilbus, that case will probably get refiled. Evidence was not tampered with on the back end. Brian, go SoFi. Lorraine, Brian, you were barking up the wrong tree. Go SoFi. That's right, 722 on the old SoFi, up 25 cents. High today, 726 on 13.4 million. SoFi is looking better. And we still have 2 weeks and 1 day until earnings, and it's moving up now. So
yeah, that's right.
About time. Let's go. 42.20 on Dow on the Trump media and technology stock. The low of the morning 38.06. Pre-market high $52. We're now at $42 on Trump stock. Tesla 260, 370 up 15.50 a share. Musk has endorsed Trump for president.
I saw that yesterday. I think he fully
endorsed
or unreservedly.
Unreservedly. Oh, the
there
great
was a hyperbole attached to it.
Total the best. Oh, yes.
Here's a hyperbole. Well, it's not a hyperbole. This is a fact that the Calgary Stampede set records again this year.
Attendance records.
Yeah, because it didn't rain all week.
And the Cowboys were asked, how many mini donuts does the mini donut stand sell? They asked the chuck wagon drivers, how many mini donuts during Stampede does the mini donut stand sell during Stampede 10 days? And they guessed anywhere
from... They're all going like 40,000 for my stable.
Yeah, my stable, 40,000. They were talking 1 million to 5 million.
Yeah.
2.2 million apparently is the number.
Yeah, and so the driver who had the closest number, they got 2 buckets of
they gave him 2 free buckets of mini donuts.
And the day before they asked him on the corn dogs, how many corn dogs were sold. And the winner got a plate of corn dogs.
Plate of corn dogs.
It was 100,000. It's
100,
about 10,000 a day.
10,000 corn
I
dogs
thought
a
that
day.
would be a way bigger.
I thought it would be more than that
Yeah,
too.
because there's like 100,000 plus that are on the grounds every day.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Brian says, done. I made $912 in 3 days.
Don't you love it?
You know what that is? He says that's about 3,000 Canadian dollars. What? Christina, looking at the straddle options, but the puts are really expensive. Splair, interesting. Rocket Lab is holding gains from last week. Lorraine, Brian, be quiet and go sit down. Brian, I will wait for a little drop to write again. Uncle Bruce, maybe I can write 25s again. Exactly. Just get ready to hit it again. Keep an eye on that 26.38 on the stock.
Ride that train back and forth.
They say wants to go to 25 something bucks, and those go up. But you might just write them all over again. Say, yeah, okay, let's go.
Who can say?
It's called making money, baby. Why work a day job when you can do this for a living? 42.24 on Trump Media, 264 on Tesla, up 16.30. Tesla running higher. How about that?
Okay.
So
is there a bagel in your future?
Oh yeah, I'm starving.
Did you miss it?
I'm hungry.
You missed me, didn't you?
Oh, you bet. Oh, yeah.
I see you blinking.
What? What are you talking about? I was just checking, checking my glasses for fingerprints.
And I don't know if Americans have this, but I went to Princess Auto. It's one of the things. It's one of the traditions we do.
I think Americans have Princess Auto.
I love Princess Auto so much.
You have AutoZone. We also have Canadian Tire, which has everything.
No, cannot hold a candle to Princess Auto. No.
There you go.
No, sorry.
See, Princess Auto.
So, what's it going to be? Is it jelly because it's Monday?
No, I was thinking cheese. Just wondering about slices or whiz.
Okay. I'm
cheese whiz.
Okay.
Cheese whiz. Yeah, on a toasted, real nice toasted bagel. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes. How do you get that many moose for this rodeo? How do you do that? Brian, good morning, Annie Jen. I'm having a good morning already. Splair, if this goes on, I close my something 8 mining stock at 19 and 20. Richard Carlin, bagel, baby. Gideon up. We're up 213 points. We're climbing again on the Dow Jones. AI is at 30.06. GameStop 26.50, trying to go higher, trying to do something. SoFi 7.24 on SoFi, up 28 cents a share. This range of 7.28 is the high of the day now. 7.24.25 is where we're at on 14.2 million. SoFi looking good on the volume. Got a bit of a gain going. NVIDIA down 37, Rocket Lab down 8, Matterport up a penny. We got ME at 49.2. It's given up all the gains. It got up to 55 cents this morning. Now it's back to 49.2. See how that plays itself out. Apple holding a 391 gain, a little less. Tesla up 15.60, a little more. Google up $2, a little more. Microsoft up 61, hanging in there. Netflix holding 15.70, and Meta holding a 35-cent gain. Amazon up 77 right here. The super microcomputer 907 now, down 229. This stock has been as low as 901 up to 963 this morning. There's not even 50 million free trading. That is why it is so volatile. Just like the Trump Media stock, 7 million shares. That's all there is trading out there. It's traded 42 million this morning. The turnover is huge here. 41.94 on Trump Media stock, up $10 a share this morning. That is the story right there. Welcome everyone to the show. Richard Carlin, bagel time. Richard, egg, cat soup on the side. Brian, maybe I should have folded my arms. GameStop's still going up. Luck might be my side though. GameStop is up every morning and then down and flat. Hopefully the same chart. You just fold your arms, my friend, and watch for your opportunity. You're a sniper now. You're going to pick off your next one. Here we are at 26.38. Just backed off 12 cents. We know this can drop $1 in 5 minutes. So, you may find that, in the next 10, 20 minutes, you might be able to rewrite those calls at 115, 110. Who knows? Just fold your arms and observe, my friend. You get paid to watch. Is this good or what? You get paid to fold your arms and watch the activity. And do you care what direction it goes? Doesn't matter. You make money anyway. Giddy up, kids. If the stock takes a run and then you write 26s or 27s and then it backs off a buck or two, you make money on those. It goes up to 28, 29, 30, and you write 28s and then it backs up. You make money on those. I mean, you'll pick your spots and away you are. Premium is what it's about. Out of the money premium is what you want to really score your deal. 1620 gain on Tesla. 1050 gain on Trump Media, 41.35 right now. At the moment, thank you all for joining in this morning with us. It's great to have you here. We're ahead on the Dow now, 200 points. AI at 29.93, and we've got GameStop up 34 cents, SoFi up 32 cents, 7.29. on SoFi, 7.29 up 32 cents on SoFi. The high of the day, 7.30. We're right there on 15.1 million. 7.30 a share on your SoFi, kids. Those $7 cash secured puts are falling off and will continue to do so if the stock keeps going the way it is. And I think we're going to go to 8.9 conservatively between now and 2 weeks from now. That's my take on it. But let's see how it does it. We got to wait every day for 2 weeks, and there's a lot going on right now. Boy, is there a lot going on. Ooh, doggy. 26.29 on GameStop. Down it goes. A little back off at the moment. Okay. Beach Boy, end phase with a nice dip. Just wrote a few January 80 cash secured puts at 865. Nice job. Nice job, Beach Boy. Well done, sir. Keeping an eye on that option chain. Wow. Interesting, Brian. Stock market sniper sounds like a good job title. Dude, well, Uncle Bruce, my put spreads on MSTR worked out real well. Closed 3 out of 5 this morning with a 20% ROC for the buying power. They announced Friday a 10-for-1 split. Today up $100 on the stock price. Nice going, dude. Beach Boy. 90s actually. Jason Laws up 5% to 732. Way to go. On SoFi. 731, 732 exactly. I honestly thought this morning probably SoFi will hit 8 to 9 this week. So it's already on its way. 731, 732. Last week's low, 615. There you have it. It was available for a while under 620. Now we're 730. We're going higher, kids. We're going to go higher. Very, very interesting. Don't use that word, Bruce. I used it first months ago, years ago. But what can I say? It is what it is. 182 gain on the Dow. AI 29.99. GameStop 26.36. SoFi 7.31 on SoFi. High of the day 7.32. 16 million volume on SoFi. Very good. Very good. All right, guys. Enjoy the run here. I love it. I love seeing these markets work in your favor, guys. That's what we want. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to make money either direction anyway. So volatility is handing day trade possibilities to you guys. 2-3 day trade possibilities all over the place with 40 to 60% profits per write. How can people not write options? Doesn't that blow your mind that so many people don't do it? They're just handing you the dough. We have 267 people here right now. We don't have 2,600. We don't have 26,000 here. Just 267. Close, intimate family hanging out, going, yep, making money, right options, Uncle Bruce. Loving this game. Thank you very much. Going for $41 on Trump Media, $40.94. Trying to get going again. Tesla 263.50, doing very well. 26.34 on GameStop. Is there a pullback underway? Can people reload and take another run at this thing? Maybe we can take another ride here. Away we go. Splair, I rolled 12 calls in total last week. Now they're all up already 10, 15%. Rock and roll Splair, making money. Keep making money, buddy. 198 gain on the Dow, holding right in that 200 level very well, holding nicely. 26.28 on GameStop. A little bit of a sell-off from 26.69 high of the session. Dude says relax and write. Relax and write. There you go. Okay, NVIDIA down 7, Rocket Lab down 4, Matterport up 1 penny. GameStop still up 19 cents. And SoFi 729 up 32. Okay, welcome all. Giddy up. 41.10 on Trump Media, up 10.20 a share. 44 million traded. Trying to make another run higher. Okay, Nazareth. I just wrote 28 $30 strike GameStop contracts for August 16. Now I'm going to guess that these are these cash secured puts, or did you write calls? Got 260 each. Thank you. Please come and take me out at 30. So you wrote calls, 28 calls, 30s on GameStop. Okay, got it. August 16, receiving 260 each. Nice. What's that? About $7,000. Nice little take of cash for a $30 call. Stocks at 26.25. Brian, for the past 2 months, I've been making a steady 1,000 to 2,000 a week on selling cash secured puts on GameStop. Someone pinch me, baby.
Right.
Congratulations, all. Ooh, look at that.
Better than working for the man.
Better than working for the man.
Nobody wants to work for the man.
Nobody wants to work for the man. We hate working for the man. Man sucks.
It's been a while. I had to remind myself what comes next.
Yeah. How do I make this?
How do I do that? Bagel. What does a bagel look
Bagel.
like?
Bagel. Sounds familiar. Bagel.
Send one of those flying. It's so quiet though.
I know.
wanna rock. Oh, yeah.
Idiot.
See, that's on 60% in 3 days.
That was easy.
Brian is saying that was easy. Making some dough here.
Brainy Brian.
What's that?
Brainy Brian.
Brainy Brian.
You know that in his life he has been typoed brain.
Nazareth is just clarifying. I wrote 28 calls, GameStop at $30 each. The stock's at $26.29. I wrote $30 calls that expire on the 16th of August.
Okay.
In 2 months, and I just got 1 month. Sorry, we're July. That's right, August. 1 month from now, and I just got 260 for each of them. 18 times. That's $7,000. Nice job, Splair.
Welcome to the summer festival season.
There it is, Nazareth. Yeah, 7,300, Bruce. Splair is reporting how he's doing. Nice going, Splair. Brian, I mean, I'm working for the man because they have good health benefits, but I'm using their computers and internet to make me money. September 25 puts on GameStop going for $395. Pretty hot. Look at that.
Putting it to the man.
Putting it to the man. Cash secure, putting it to the man.
Well, enjoy your bagel.
Thank you.
Enjoy Monday.
Yeah.
All those people had to put on real clothes today and had to take the hat off and worry about their hair. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All the workers.
all the tents and bleachers are coming down.
All the workers in downtown Calgary back into regular clothing. Yeah. Put the cowboy outfit away.
Yeah. After, a week and a bit of wearing your jeans. Real pants kind of stuff.
And the shit kickers.
the shit
Got to
kickers.
put them away, baby.
Bye.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you with us today. We're up 164 on the Dow. AI 29.78 up just a dime now. GameStop 26.36 up 31. SoFi 7.28 up 31. NVIDIA up a penny. Rocket Lab up down 6, and Matterport up a penny right now. That's what's happening here. The Apple shares back up 4.39. They were in the 350 range. Now they're at 439 on the plus side. Tesla up 1671. Google up 238. Microsoft up 71. Netflix up 1540. Meta up 414. Big gain on Facebook. And Amazon up 112. So we got green on the Magnificent Seven here across the board. Trump Media 4130. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian, those September puts for 25. $4. You're on the hook to pay 21. But if you can trade August, you might trade August. Brian, January 25 GameStop cash ticket puts, $21 strike. They're going for $3.75. That might be a good one too. Paying $17.25 a share if you had to. Wow. Amazing. Those are worthless contracts. Unbelievable. Yeah, the old SoFi hanging right in there here. 729 up 32. High of 732 today. 17 million volume in 1 hour and 1 minute. That's a really good opening hour for SoFi today. 730 a share right now on SoFi. That's really something. GameStop 26.36 up 31 cents. NVIDIA up 4. Google up 250. Very interesting move on Google today. Definitely wants to be part of the rally. I think it was Google that's talking about, there's rumors talking about it buying, was it called Wish or Wix or something like that? We'll see how that works out. It looks like the street likes what they hear, I guess. Palantir up 64. Okay. 26.37 on GameStop. Low today 25.65. High of 26.69. What a $1.04 move all day on GameStop from low to high. We're at 26.37 right now. Bagel time. Fun stuff. Okay, let me take a look at a few other things. Just looking at headlines out there. Dow rises 200 points so far. AutoNation issues profit warning after disruptions from CDK cyber attack. Macy's stock tumbles after takeover talks with Ark House and Brigade were ended. Google parent Alphabet may buy cloud security startup Wiz in a $23 billion deal. Rite Aid now is admitting some customers' personal information was accessed during a hack. You know, do you trust any private business with your private information out there? Can you imagine all the hacking we're hearing about now, AT&T and everything else, these people have totally blown it. Don't know why we want to trust them. It's on what's going on over there, out in that wild and wacky world in which we live. What can I say? Okay, thank you all for being here today. Really appreciate this. Wall Street Journal headlines. It's all about what happened on the weekend. Breaking news, judge dismisses classified documents case against Trump. Federal judge found that special counsel Jack Smith was unlawfully appointed. Trillions in hidden debt drove China's growth. Now it threatens its future. Eviction surge in major cities in the American Sun Belt. Vegas, Houston, Phoenix, way up in evictions. Oh my. Richard Simmons passed away at 76. What a life that guy had. What a life. Let's see. Yeah, not much else really being talked about here. Well, it looks like Tom Petty's Malibu home is heading to the market for $19 million. There you go. Mediterranean-style Malibu estate, longtime and beloved home of the late iconic rocker Tom Petty, is hitting the market for $19 million. The couple bought the house in 1998. His wife Dana. They're near the beach, but not on it. They want it to be off the beach a bit in tranquility. 10,000 square foot home is now up for sale. There's a room for dining for 16 people in the dining room, so 7 bedrooms in the property. Sitting on 2.6 acres of ground. Wow, one bedroom guest house as well. Of course, the studio, which he converted from another guest house. So there's a recording studio and a 1 bedroom separate house. There you go. I know that Tom Petty had a fire. He had a fire that destroyed his house, but was it this house? And they just rebuilt it? I don't remember that for sure. And maybe some of you are really fans of this guy, love his music, but I wondered if he rebuilt this house. Maybe it was, like 10 years ago, it burned down, and he ran into the house and back and out, pulling out countless priceless artifacts from his career. But a lot was lost as well. I don't know how that all worked out. Anyway. Brian is saying, I saw Tom Petty in Halifax about 10 years ago. Lower bowl tickets were $175 each. It was so worth it. There you go. What can I say? All right. Dude, well, Uncle Bruce and everyone, I'm going to get ready for work. Something I don't really have to do thanks to you. I brought in $880 in credit today. Thanks to you, Uncle B. Right on, dude. Keep up the good work there. Well done indeed. I'm going to call this show as well. I'm going to say thank you for joining me today in this wild day, beginning of a wild week. I'll be watching, like you are, the news and activities going on. We'll stay on top of everything. But I'll see you here tomorrow morning for sure, and we'll get back at it. Have a great day, everybody. Make a bunch of money out there. Take some nice positions and enjoy the shrinkage and the payoffs that come your way. Nothing wrong with any of this. Absolutely wonderful. James Misty Tree, neat. Don't forget that. The Knights of Knee. Thank you all for taking advantage of the classes, buying 5 for the price of 4. Thank you for the thumbs ups today. Thank you for answering my poll question today. The final count on the poll question and the thumbs ups just coming through here. We've got 187 thumbs up, so we're 13 away from 200. I thank you for that. And then we have a total now of, hang on one second, let me get this up here, the poll question. 366 votes have come through today. 74% are saying that the Trump media stock at $50 a share is overpriced. 26% saying it's underpriced. And thank you, those of you who participated today. 366 of you, appreciate it. 187 thumbs ups and counting, going for 200 plus again today. Thank you again, all of you, for helping out. Now number 188 is in there. Have a great rest of your session today, everybody. Just get really richer. And any of you need to get any information on how to get 5 classes for the price of 4, send me an email and we'll look after you. Get you figured out. Okay, guys, there it is. We're done for the session today. See you first thing tomorrow. Get richer, everybody. From Calgary, it's Bruce and Jen saying bye for now. We'll talk to you later.